Now we've got former UMass goalie Sean Sconone joining us. Sean, you're sandwiched in here between a couple of games from that 2018 season for you, including we're going to show the CAA championship game from that year. Take me back, 2018. Like, what stands out to you about that year?
I would say the group of guys we were with, man. Those guys were awesome, and we stuck together and we bonded, and it was something special, man. We made a good run there at the end, losing to Yale in the NCAA tournament, but something about that group was just special, and it's gonna stick with me forever.
Yeah, you mentioned the run. You ended up winning 11 straight games on the way to the CAA title. And you mentioned the first round, the tight loss against Yale, who ended up winning the national championship that year. What was it that in that run that got things going? Because early on in the season, it didn't quite look like that, but you figured something out, and then you guys went on this run.
Yeah, we hit a little bit of bumpy road there in the beginning, but we stuck, like I said, we stuck together. And Coach Cannella, Coach Doc Schneider, and Craig McDonald did an awesome job of just sticking to the plan. When things go wrong, we have to stick to what we do, and I thought we did a good job with that. And we had a great group of leaders. We had Buddy Carr, Isaac Paparo, Shane Rinkus, and too many guys to name, but they were really good leaders and helped the younger guys really get comfortable.
If I remember correctly, you split time at times that year in goal, right?
I did in the beginning of the year. I did, yes. And then me and Coach Doc had a couple of good conversations and got back to the fundamentals. And then I guess everything else was history there.
Yeah, I was going to say, because like goalie, that's a tough spot. Like there's one of them that's going to play on the team, and like the mental side can be almost as difficult as the physical side in terms of like where you're at. Like what was that like as a goalie to try to figure out like, how do I play at my best? And then ultimately you did, because you were great down the stretch.
Yeah, Coach Doc, man, we spent a lot of time together, and he just wanted me to stick to what I did. We had a lot of film sessions and a lot of just reflecting in the mirror. Went back to the basics. I didn't do too well in the beginning of the year, but I went back to the basics, and we ran to Yale in the beginning of the year, a tough Army team, Albany, and those teams are good. So some things didn't go our way, but we found something and we bounced back. So
yeah, for sure. Do you have a favorite game from your college career?
Oof. Honestly, that CAA championship game had to be the best. Winning that game on Garber in front of all those fans on a beautiful sunny day in May, and it was May 5th, and it's Eric Sopercasa Day over there at UMass, and paid tribute to him and Coach Cannella, and just he enables everything that is UMass lacrosse. So that was really something special.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, not only do you guys win the championship, but as the 1 seed, you guys have the chance to host. Like, I was rewatching that game, getting ready for this interview. Great crowd. Like, the sun was shining. Like, you never get super sunny, like, temperatures in the mid-60s, low 70s. You don't get that in Western Massachusetts in the spring. Like, everything was perfect for that day.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, we were waiting for that opportunity for 3 years, our group of guys, and just to see everybody sitting on the hill and everyone's family and friends were there. Alumni came out, and it was just, there was no other way to do it, but we had to win.
Yeah, like winning was the key into making sure that everything worked out that day.
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite save?
From that game, I guess it's the save at the end of the half, I would have to say.
Okay.
I got a loose ball, kind of bobbled down. The kid threw a pass over a guy, came running in the crease, and I kind of just, honestly, I got so lucky. I kind of just matched stick on stick and flew down on the ground and got a piece of it. But that was probably one of my coolest saves of my college career.
Is that number one like in the whole career? Or do you have another one from a different point?
That's a tough one. My first season at MLL. John Grant Jr. threw like a behind the back pass to a guy cutting down the middle, and I'm so lucky again. I just matched stick on stick and made a doorstop save, but I don't even know how Grant got the pass in there.
Well, yeah, you don't question what John Grant Jr. does. You just stand in awe of the fact that it got through, because that's just what he does.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned the MLL, obviously now playing the Premier Lacrosse League. How did playing at UMass and the opportunity there in the CAA to play against, I mean, you played against some really talented dudes around the rest of the conference and, of course, nationally in college. How did that help set you up for what you're doing now?
Yeah, everything I do and everything I try to represent myself of is from UMass lacrosse. I mean, Coach Cannella and what those guys did, they turned boys into men, and I couldn't be grateful enough for my opportunity there. And everything I do, I try to represent UMass in the best way possible. Whether it's being a good locker room guy, being a good teammate, and just performing and be the tough-nosed, hard-hat, people that we are at UMass.
Well, we're about to send people to that 2018 title game here, so people are going to get a chance to watch this game. You got to tell me the celebration, because you win it at home. You don't even need a bus trip or anything back. Like, how good's the celebration afterward?
It was unbelievable. We had all the family and friends in the parking lot. I think Mr. Rinkus, Shane Rinkus' dad, had like a big steak out for everybody that he cooked for the tailgate. It was a really cool experience because we got to see our friends, and all the other sports teams were there watching us play, and it was a really cool thing.
It was a special moment for the program, special moment for you there, Sean. So we're going to let people watch that game. And thank you again for the time, man. Good luck with everything. We'll talk again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you.